Dylan Alcott's latest project has taken off like a rocket. The Australian of the Year has launched a new website which is designed to help people living with a disability to find work. It's called The Field. It's only been live for 24 hours. Already hundreds of job ads have been posted on the site.
I might sound a little different when I communicate, but that doesn't mean I'm not fussy when it comes to choosing the right job.
Here with us now, Australian of the Year and website founder Dylan Alcott.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you again, mate. So explain how this works exactly.
Yeah, so we're a job platform that's actually made by people with disability for people with disability, where we connect, people with disability looking for work with inclusive employers so they can get involved in that employment exchange. I think our big difference, say, from traditional sites is like accessibility and inclusion has been at every step of the way because it's listened to lived experience of people with disability. So the development, how we make it, the implementation, and we're really excited about it because like the two biggest questions I get asked by people about employment is, one, employers saying, Dylan, I need a barista or an accountant or a TV host with a disability. Where do I find them? And people with disability go, I got 3 degrees, I keep going to jobs and I just can't get any work. Well, we hope The Field is at home for that.
And do you think, you said inclusive employers, that maybe this would encourage people who hadn't thought about it before and thought, actually, that's what I'd like to become, an inclusive employer?
Yeah, and the reason they should is like there are 4.5 million people in Australia with a physical or non-physical disability, visible or invisible, and not all of them can work, and that's okay because your job, your worth's not tied to your job, you know what I mean? But for those that want to work, they deserve that choice, and they should because we are your consumers as well. Like, I shop, I bank, I travel, I go to festivals, I do everything, right? And your workforce should reflect your consumer base. And I think that's really important. And how cool is this? Like, we launched yesterday, no real jobs, no people on it. We got 300 jobs on there now. We got over 500 people. We've got 176 different businesses in like 30 industries straight away in one day, right? And it just shows there is a thirst for it. And the response from especially people with disability who just want to get out there and do this is cool.
So, Dylan, you got famous playing tennis, and now you started a website called The Field. Would you summarise your career now as playing the field?
Hey, very good. I played the field before, otherwise though. I'm a washed-up tennis player these days, to be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, look, I'm just trying to... The reason I get out of bed is trying to change perceptions around disability, and that's why we're so pumped about what we've done. Like, there's AI technology built into this by people much smarter than me, where you can put your accessibility preferences in as a person with disability, and say the project, you would put your accessibility features that you have, and there's AI technology algorithm that matches people on that. So one, you don't turn up to a job you can't do, but two, you don't have to talk about your disability. You can talk about your purpose, what you love, your skill set, things like that. And
so you turn up to an interview knowing we've got ramps?
Correct.
We don't have to discuss it. That's already been...
So when I come and try and get your job, I'll lead, and I don't get knocking on doors because there's ramps already here, you know what I mean?
Mate, the ramps have nothing to do with it.
But there's obviously still a lot of work to be done in changing perceptions because you've mentioned that those who have a job and the demand for those who have a disability and those employment levels haven't changed in 28 years.
Yeah, and it's the same in the UK. It's the same in America. It's the same everywhere. Like, the participation rate of people involved in the workforce is 54% in this country of that 4.5 million. Hasn't changed in 28 years, right? I'm 31. And we need to do that, but we can't do it alone. We need inclusive employers to get on there, people, to try and show what we can do. And even just coming on here and talking about he's sick, and hopefully someone who's watching that who gets a job out of it for the first time, that'd be awesome.
But no doubt. Well, if you want to check out The Field, Dylan already has. He can just tell you all about it. But you could also head to our website for all the details. Dylan, always great to see you. Please.